starting having a few mosques around and 3-4 schools for the children.
So let me ask you now, you know, today in the media there's a lot of negativity about Islam. You said still in spite of that Islam is growing in your area.
That's true. There is some reservation from some people, but the majority, they accept the Islam, they accept us in the community. We don't really feel any kind of pressure on us. Maybe as men, we don't feel it much as women because they wear the hijab will be a little bit different then.
Well, let me ask your wife Alice about that. Do you think that the woman, the Muslim woman now is more in the forefront of representing Islam than some years ago?
Well, I think we have more of an opportunity, especially if we dress in this manner, we have more of an opportunity to explain to others what Islam is about, because the first thing they ask is, why are you wearing that thing on your head?
You mean, and really, they say it in that way?
Absolutely.
And kind of negative. And how do you deal with those people? I mean, how do you explain it to them?
It depends on where if their attitude is that if I get the feeling they just want to start trouble or they want to embarrass me or whatever, I certainly deal with it a little differently. But many of them, they don't mean to be hurtful. They're interested. They want to know, what's that all about? Why are you doing that?
Right.
Because it's so different than our culture and so different than what I did all my life before.
Do you think a lot of people have the opinion that your husband is forcing you to dress this way?
Absolutely, until I tell them otherwise.
Okay, and when you tell them otherwise, what do you tell them?
I tell them that one of the things they don't understand is that Islam has a lot of positive things for women, and that in the eyes of God we're all equals, and that women are not subjugated in Islam. Maybe it seems to be practiced that way, but that's not actually how it is. And that wearing the hijab is a matter of modesty, and also when you wear the hijab, it gives you that feeling of behaving and modeling in a way that Islam teaches. It kind of keeps you
But Alice,
centered.
I want to ask you about this statement we hear a lot, that women say that the Islamic dress liberates them. Do you also believe that? Or, I mean, what is behind that statement, that people said when they put on the hijab and dressed correctly, they felt more liberated?
I have to say I felt that way too. We have a lot of things in our culture having to do with keeping up as far as your hair, the makeup, the clothing, and definitely body image. It's harmful to our little girls, and it goes all the way up through adulthood, the pressure for body image. And I think the hijab takes the pressure away in that manner, and you get to focus more on your talents and creativity, your brains, how you deal with people and those kinds of things. It just takes away a lot of the extraneous, unnecessary things. Okay. And it is very liberating.
Yes. Gabor, have you guys ever been able to make Hajj yet, or to go to Umrah?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, we made it twice to Hajj. She was able to make it twice to Hajj, and hopefully we'll go to Umrah maybe sometime near future. But I want to make something about the hijab then. Sometimes she takes the advantage of wearing the hijab, and she uses it as a way of getting people curious to know why she's wearing that, a way of da'wah to approach people about Islam, and she tells them about it. So it kind of works that way too, which helps a lot.
Okay, okay, Gabor, Alice, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. I'm here with Mrs. Tasneem Osmani. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
And we've been covering many issues. Like we said, we're on a journey of discovery about Islam in America. And there is a very important issue that we want to cover, and it's talking about Muslim voting. So, but Ms. Tasneem, let me ask you first about your organization and as an umbrella what you do, and then we'll talk specifically about voting.
Okay. The Council of Islamic Organizations of Greater Chicago is a federation of about 50 organizations in the Greater Chicago area. Some of our members are mosque, Islamic centers, Islamic schools, professional organizations,